Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd down, Cousins again, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And Hill running right through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ball. And Davis with it left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Taking chances, a little bit of a Gruden family trait, as Jay says, let's go here on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Ball. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Ball. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Ball. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ball. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake, Cousins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Let me live, Tom. Let me live, Lee.
Carlson now to kick this one away.
Look at you, pretty Icky. Daddy gonna put you to sleep, and then Daddy gonna sleep.
It's through the end zone for a touchback.
Daddy gotta get up at 4:30.
Offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
What we looking at? What we looking at?
Any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious.
That was a head-on hit stick, bro.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Daddy right here. Chill
You
out.
almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Oh, we on that.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by
What's
Mark
wrong?
Hughes.
What's
He's had
wrong?
his interception woes early
What's
in his
wrong?
rookie season, but
There you
sometimes
go.
that happens
Daddy gonna change you. They got you. Look at your little apple in my eye. You gonna keep crying too. I ain't got nothing for you, bro.
They start the drive with Cook. Now nifty juice there.
Hold your block, whoa.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
This baby killing me.
And leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Lily, you got a chill, shorty.
Now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the
Fuck this thing called timeout for a little dot.
What that means is this is where you read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lily.
On third down. They've been good.
Let me live, Lily.
This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
So
that was fun.
They're getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Lily.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now these niggas want to
They
ball.
try a quick hitter inside, but that one was
pretty.
swallowed up because when they're hoping
Got you, fool.
this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left
This game's
sideline.
phony as shit.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the
I'm done
ground,
with
and it
this.
brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun.
This
and they
game
missed an opportunity.
phony.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins now from the 50.
Good pick, good pick.
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown.
I had exactly who I wanted on the other side.
45-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay,
He got off the
where's he
line
going
so
with the
fast, I
football?
just should have
Because
waited.
you can make an educated guess defensively.
It's
Not
that
all
blitz.
the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Josh Doxson's got it complete.
Oh my God!
Really nice gain of 25 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw. Ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And the throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up.
I should have put that for 6.
Kendricks. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jonathan Allen forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss.
I don't got no line blockage. I don't know if my center's a fucking dweeb.
This is 2nd and long. To throw, Cousins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as he moves the offense backwards.
Should have just punted it.
Off the play fake. Ball. He's got his man on the
Oh my God.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line.
I can never get a fucking hit stick.
To the 23-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Ball. Airing one out for Crowder. He's got it at the 15.
Yo, this game phony as shit, bro.
That time. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
That shit was phony.
You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This game phony as shit, bro.
Washington. Vernon Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle.
I ain't never seen no phony shit like that.
13.
This nigga high passed all the way up the field.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And ain't dropped none of them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a
78, sorry,
afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
78 is hard, bro. God.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Cousins now on 2nd down. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's horrible,
They'll get
bro.
9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not
Please tell me he was in, man.
Football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the
Please
football.
tell me he was in, man.
If it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering
Please
what's
tell
going to
me
go
he was
good
in, man.
or bad for your
Please
team.
tell me. Just tell me he was in,
The offense
man.
stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Pooh, you're an idiot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now we've got whistles here before
I don't even have that on.
The Redskins? I think so. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the gun. Ball. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Cousins on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll go option on second down, right side. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that. Now the hit comes.
Oh, my God, bro.
Into the Redskins, have it they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, this is Geis. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on second down. Ball over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They come up in an offset eye. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
How you not get penetration in goal line?
Second touchdown this third quarter. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Redskins. Now the try here for the point after. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Shit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Should have won this game, too.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, But still, a lot of guys to account for.
Hard throw.
Oh my God, bro.
Not only was the call spot
Come on,
the
yo, that shit
defense
phony
right there.
shit.
Zone was absolutely locked up tight.
Like, what do y'all want me to do? I can't do no more shit.
He felt like he needed to make a play.
Jesus Christ, y'all
Exactly right.
niggas
Third down, you
killing
got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going to try and throw.
I should have waited.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown.
Put
It's
these
almost
nuts
out of
away.
reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
Why didn't I just wait?
what you really want to do, even though you know
Didn't
the
go through my
scoreboard is still
progressions
up there
at all.
and the game's going to go on,
Who are you playing
but
like?
you can take the spirit away
Shit.
from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Ball. And the hit jarred it loose.
This
It's
nigga
incomplete.
catches everything. I put that nigga on a deep middle. Nigga, God
See the
damn.
ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on third down. Ball. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to...
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Chris Thompson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. From the gun, Ball. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
That high catch shit is overpowered, bro. They let niggas 5-2 old high
To
point.
kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I made my fucking
And now out comes Minnesota. And
Oh, let me get this
last
game
time
over with
out,
by the running ball because I don't feel like playing
Turned
no more.
great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
What am I supposed to do?
Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
I don't know what to
Come
do.
back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That nigga
So
shot
now
that
they
my
have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Cousins here on the
Look at this shit.
bootleg. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. So let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw is Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to
stick. I don't get no hit stick. I get a fucking spin off
another score here after they didn't get it. Does it really matter?
I hate this game.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ball. He finds his Crowder. A good pickup there of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people point,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
That shit hurt
call
right
it
there,
luck or
bro.
skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Tipped it with his left hand, dive to catch it with his right.
Geis receives the pitch. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
This shit is sad.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time,
run the ball,
one play an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
He's got daylight. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Ball. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Look at this shit. I got the play and don't even run it. I run it usually sometimes, but I should run it more than often.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
This
And
nigga
he's
pulled
taken
me
down,
back
but
in.
not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
Oh my God! There's no fucking way.
Big turnover there
I
as his
even
guys
have-
will get the football back. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dumps it off for Geist. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Davis has it over the middle. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 39. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 53 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Ball. He can't get him down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They're going to get after it one more time.
He finds Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to the air on second down. Ball. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Back to throw. Ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
That be out there looking like pool numbers out there.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Ball. Airing one out for Crowder. And this will be caught with the pitch into the knees. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.